We definitely need advertising, but advertising is not something you switch on and it works straight out of the gate, and no one argues with that. Advertising is much more nuanced. Not only does it require a great creative idea and a creative execution, but also great media choices based on the objectives you are trying to reach. In this episode, we will look at few points that make advertising effective, so stick around. I'm Jakub Kosmowski, a marketing director and consultant. I help brands do the right thing well through great marketing and brand management. Welcome to Effective Businesses. For more information and show notes, visit ebpod.co. So, is there a science to what works in advertising and what does not? Yes and no. No, because a lot of it is timing and culture. But on the other hand, yes, because there are rules that can help your advertising be as effective as possible. So let's go through some of them here. Number 1, emotions. Humor works. In general, all emotions work. Campaigns that evoke strong feelings in the audience deliver much better results. Dull and boring content is just simply not effective. In fact, I suggest reading a paper by System 1 called The Extraordinary Cost of Dull. It goes in detail through reasons why dull advertising is not effective. I'll put the link in the show notes. In summary, this works both ways. First, emotional content help you grab attention. And secondly, we want our audience to feel a certain way after they watch our ad. If emotions are involved, we have a much greater chance of building a memory structure associated with our ad and therefore with our brand. So aim to have an emotional message in your ad. While rational communication has its place, the majority of it just fall flat. Number 2, creativity. Campaigns that base their advertising on dialogue and strong characters are on average more effective. On the other hand, more abstract images tend to be less effective. And we see many of them right now. Quick edits, fast-paced, almost like music videos advertising. Simply, you cannot build connection with this kind of content. I'm not saying all of them are bad, but the results and data suggest that they are on average less effective. The second point about creativity is consistency. We will discuss this more in the future, but it is a rule that might benefit companies in 2 ways. First, not changing creativity saves cost. You don't spend on production of new advertising or commercials. Second, creative assets that work and are reused work harder for our company. That is why we should always resist the urge to change just for the sake of it. Another point, media choices. Attention is becoming increasingly important, and rightfully so. It's not enough to achieve a certain reach on paper. The true measure of success and the size of the impact is determined by how much attention your audience pays to your ad. Media choices play a critical role in determining how effectively your advertising resonates with your audience. This is why considering where you showcase your advertising is just as important, if not more so, than how many people see it. Ensuring your advertising is consumed in a way that gets sufficient attention is essential to building the impact your brand needs. Another critical aspect of media choices is the allocation across specific channels. This decision should align with the 2 primary roles of advertising: short-term sales activation and long-term brand building. The balance depends on your campaign objectives. If your goal is short-term sales activation, you will likely choose channels that allow for tighter targeting and more persuasive communication. These channels are results-driven and enable better evaluation, and they focus on converting audiences already in the market into buying customers. On the other hand, if you're aiming for long-term brand building and want to reach the broader market, different channels are more appropriate. This might include TV, online video, and other platforms suited for reaching a wide audience and creating lasting brand associations. Striking the right balance between short-term performance marketing and long-term brand building is crucial. Les Binet and Peter Field's 60-40 rule offers valuable guidance here, recommending an optimal split of 60% for brand building, 40% for performance marketing. However, this split should be tailored to your specific category and your brand. I will include a link in the show notes to their excellent work on the 60/40 rule, which provides further insights into optimizing media spend for your campaign. I highly suggest reading it, and I recommend it. Number 4, playing with distinctive assets. I mentioned that already on the podcast, but identifying them and using them purposefully is key. For example, when examining the IPA dataset, which are the most effective ads, to identify the best campaigns, Guinness stands out as one of the industry leaders in effectiveness. Their advertising and brand building activities highlight that one key reason they remain at the top is their excellent use of distinctive assets. In their case, this includes their logo, the iconic black and white color scheme, the beer itself, and the harp. This strategic approach has helped Guinness become one of the most popular beers worldwide. When you look at their ads, you can tell that this is them, that they have a specific feel and look to their advertising. There are more examples like McDonald's Golden Arches, the purple for Cadbury, and so on. Customer need to know it is you. And now, last but not least, measurement. Produce better work and more effective work, it's crucial to implement proper measurement. When it comes to advertising effectiveness, this involves several steps. First, introduce both soft and hard measures. Hard measures assess the business impact of advertising. Soft measures evaluate brand impact. It's important to remember that some effects of advertising, particularly from long-term brand building campaigns, may only become evident over time. Hard business metrics might not immediately reveal the full picture, which is why softer measures like changes in attitudes and behaviors are equally important. Clearly defining what you want to measure is critical. For instance, are you measuring immediate sales impact, or are you evaluating shifts in brand perception? It's always a good idea to triangulate these measurements with market testing or pre-testing through research, and it's additional essential step for building a habit of measurement. If resources allow, implementing an econometric model can provide valuable insights. Such models isolate the impact of advertising by accounting for other influences on your business outcomes, and this enables you to determine whether a campaign was truly effective. Did it have an impact? And what caused the effects on the business results? Once you identify successful strategies, stick to them and maintain consistency. These are just few key elements that make advertising effective. While not complete, they provide a solid foundation for companies looking to enhance their advertising success. In summary, let's do what we can to make advertising as effective as possible. Our companies and our businesses deserve the best chance they can have in the market. So that's it for this episode, and thanks for joining. As a reminder, new episodes come every week. If you have something specific you want to learn, let me know. I'm open to feedback and would love to hear from you. If you learned something, please share it so your friends and colleagues can benefit too. Make sure to subscribe. For more information and show notes, visit ebpod.co. That's ebpod.co for show notes and more information. Take care, and until the next one.